Yo, what's up, everybody? Hopefully, everyone's having an awesome Friday. Hopefully, everybody's able to afford food and gas. Hopefully, you can actually afford to go to the grocery store and afford the food. I mean, terrible times we live in, but this is not what this video is about. You've seen the title. That's right, YouTube removes Trump's interview. Censorship is real. That's right. Which is kind of funny because Trump was calling them out saying that you won't post this on YouTube. And they posted on YouTube in about, I guess, a couple of days. I think it was up for maybe 48 hours, maybe a little bit longer, and then they got yanked. That's right. But let's go ahead and see what this article has to say. YouTube removes Nelk Boy's interview of Donald Trump for election misinformation. Trump responds. Trump continues to spread the lies about the 2020 election results. I don't think he pretty much said that, to be honest. I don't think he actually said that it was stolen. I don't think so. I mean, I have to go watch it on Rumble or Odyssey or BitChute, but I don't think he mentioned anything about a stolen election, unless I'm mistaken. But anyways, let's go ahead and see what this article is. Have you seen the viral clip of Donald Trump talking to a few podcasters about the future of Ukraine and somehow going off on a tangent about windmills? If you want to check out the whole video on YouTube, you can't. Ooh, Marshall, that's a sick burn. Oh my god, I'm dying. On UFC podcast say Trump is asked how he sees the war in Ukraine playing out. He launches into a riff about windmills. And to be honest, windmills, I don't know. I think on a micro scale they work. So if you're in a farm and you have one or two windmills, a small windmill, I think it'll be working out for you. The issue is when they actually are about 10 stories high, I think they're running some issues. The full podcast interviews a former President Trump has been removed from YouTube for violating the platform community guidelines on misinformation. While the interview touched upon a wide range of the topic, it seems like Trump continues to lie about the 2020 presidential election results in the takedown of the video. Full Send Podcast YouTube has removed the Trump episode. Our team has reviewed your content, and unfortunately, we think it violates our misinformation policy. Remove the following content from YouTube. We know this might be disappointing, but it's important to us that YouTube is a safe place for all. If continue breaks our rules, we will remove it. If you think we made a mistake, you can appeal it. We'll take another look at it. Keep reading for more details. How your content violated the policy. Content that advances false claims and widespread fraud, errors, or glitches change the outcome of the U.S. 2020 election president is not allowed on YouTube. I mean, we can have opinions, right? Can't we discuss opinions? I mean, I'm not saying that there wasn't glitches and there weren't fraud and there weren't errors. I'm pretty sure there were errors. There's always fraud in every election. I'm not going to say it's going to amount to changing the election of the president, but there's been case after case after case of people committing voter fraud in every election. Let's see, we removed your video for violating the election integrity policy. I mean, if we can't question the integrity of our elections, then we no longer live in a free country. Prove to us that it was legit. Give to us the data that proves that it was 100% legit. Maybe it was 90% legit, which means Biden still won. But let us know. Prohibits content containing false claims that widespread fraud changed the outcome of the 2020 U.S. presidential election, said YouTube spokesperson in a statement provided Mashable. We allow the content with significant educational, documentational, scientific, or artistic content, which the video we removed did not provide. You removed it because it was Trump. And he may have hinted at it, but I have to watch this video again, this interview again, to see if he made that comment. Whatever happened to free speech in our country, reads Trump's statement, later acknowledging the issues YouTube had with his discussion, which he called a rigged 2020 presidential election. Note that the election was not rigged. President Joe Biden won the 2020 presidential election. I think I remember what he said. He said that a state was thinking about uncertifying their electorals towards Joe Biden because they were finding some evidence that it may not be what it was, but it's only one state and it does not matter because Congress has already voted. So it doesn't really matter if every state uncertify their election results because Congress has already spoken on the matter. At least that's my opinion. Incredibly, not surprising, the big tech lunatics have taken down my interview with the very popular Neck Boys so that nobody can watch it or anyway listen to it. Trump continued, in Russia, the people are not allowed to know what they're fighting, a war with Ukraine. That is where our media is going. This is where our country is going because it quickly follows. Just study history. Like I said, I think what YouTube has an issue with is that there was news stories showing that a certain state in the United States was talking about decertifying their results. I don't know where they are in the process, but I think that's kind of where they got them. But even though it's still opinion, Trump interviewed was hosted by popular YouTubers known as the Neck Boys. The group is known for their viral prank videos and has over 7.2 million subscribers on their main YouTube channel. The Neck Boys also has a video podcast channel called Full Send Podcasts. YouTube has deleted our Trump episode over 5 million views in 24 hours. This video has been removed for violating YouTube's community guidelines. While the channel is usually known for its interviews with celebrities, who cares? You can read it. Online influencers and UFC stars, the Full Send podcast found itself getting extra political with Trump's interview. According to the host, Kyle Forgeard, the Trump interview had received more than 5 million views within 24 hours before YouTube pulled the video. The following removal of the video, Trump supporters encouraged the Neck Boys to upload the full interview to a conservative alternative platform, Rumble. However, it seems like those requests have been denied, and YouTubers are now hosting full interviews of the Full Send website hosted by the service of Vimeo. Are there any comments? No. And this is like an issue. I mean, like I said, I'm not saying that voter fraud changed the elections. I'm just saying, historically speaking, there's always a small percentage of the vote which are fraudulently, that were cast in a fraud manner. Now, am I saying that Trump's claims that it was a stolen election are true? I don't know. We're not allowed to talk about it. We're not allowed to read the news that talks about it. The news is going out of their way to make sure that we don't have the information. Now, I think the Arizona audit found that there was some fraud. They also found that the official count was wrong. The audit actually found Joe Biden won by more votes. I mean, I could say that, right? I could say that the audit of Arizona found more votes for Joe Biden. So clearly, there is an issue with how we count the votes, positive or negative towards one candidate or another. We definitely need to have that discussion is, how do we count the votes? How do we count the votes? And can we even talk about the processes and how they count the votes? Can we even talk about corruption or fraud within how they count the votes? I think those are valid talking points, and we must have answers to them. Now, I don't have the answers for it, and I'm not saying one way or the other, but the fact that YouTube just yanked this video, and I have to watch the video again if I can find another copy of it on Rumble or another pro speech site to see if he even talked about it. He may have made mentions that it was a stolen election. He may have even mentioned the state. I forget which state that we're talking about uncertifying the results. But I think that's the part that he mentioned. I don't think he flat out said that the election was stolen. But like I said, I'm going off of memory. So, anyways, I could ramble on. Leave a comment down below on what your thoughts are. Smash the like and subscribe button on any and all platforms. But most importantly, have yourself a wonderfully blessed weekend.